guys, so I thought I'd make a little video today on all the sketchbooks and notebooks that I'm using at the moment. As you can see, there is quite a few and all of them are really far from being finished. So yeah, I'll just show you in them and like tell you a little bit about what I use them for. And yeah, all the while with this little guy on my lap. So I hope you enjoy. So I'll start with this one. I've had this for, man, I think I started this in 2015. So this is just a Canson visual journal. What size is it? Not A3, it's the bigger than A4 size. And yeah, it's just like the plain like visual diary paper. So yeah, I started this in 2015. I haven't done anything in it for so long, but basically what I use it for, or did use it for, was like sticking stuff in. I stuck a lot of stuff in from other sketchbooks. You can see like these have all been stuck in, cut out and stuck in. Little doodles, like nothing serious, just playing around. This was a painting from a watercolor pad that I stuck in. Little thumbnails. I basically used it, like it was never my main sketchbook, but it was somewhere where I would like plan stuff. So if I had ideas, I would just come to here. And there was like no pressure to make it look good. And lots of notes. Some paintings and stuff stuck in, and yeah, that's about it. So I haven't done anything in this since, yeah, like honestly 2016 I think, and I've still got a few pages to go, but I'm gonna get back to this one and use this again as like somewhere where I plan stuff out. So do thumbnail sketches, just like do anything that, just when you want to be loose and not have too much pressure. So yeah, I really want to fill this up because I've had it on my shelf for far too long already. So next, this isn't a sketchbook. I got this from Riot Art and Craft. So I can't remember what brand this was, but it's got this like really nice cardboard cover. And the actual like sketchbook is sort of stuck on the back. You can see that. It's like stuck in there. And I just bought it because I really liked it. Like I really liked this pocket, and I don't know, there was just something about it, and the pages are like really thick. But again, I got black pages, so I don't really know what to do with those, so I just kind of turned it into like a collage book. So I would stick in stuff that I had saved. I've got this drawer full of like things I've cut out of magazines, things I've like printed off, stickers, like just random stuff that I've had for years. And I just want to like start using it and compiling it in some sort of book. So I started to do that in here. This photo was from like I found these. I found this whole like stack of photos one day, like back in like 2010, and they all looked like weird photos that someone had taken from like art school in like the 90s. They were like, a lot of them were like photos of someone's old TV and like stuff lying around their house, and it was cool though. So I've still got a few, but yeah, like that's one of them. And I bought these, like this Polaroid photo here. I bought 3 old photo albums from an op shop because they were just there, like in the book section. And the op shop really didn't want to sell them to me, but I was like, man, I think I paid like $50 for them in the end. But I don't know, I just had to have them. They're like photo albums full of someone's memories. Yeah, I've got them on my shelf. I want to do something with them, but I don't know what. Hey. Hey, naughty. Biting me. Yeah, so I haven't, like, I did all this in it months ago, and I haven't done anything in it until, oh, it's gonna rip. Hey. Hey, no. He's biting everything and being naughty. Go find your dad. Be naughty to him. Yeah, so I hadn't done anything in it till the other night, and I kind of decided I was gonna step away from like almost like making these like really layered and detailed sort of art journal pages for a bit, and I basically just want to use up that stash of papers and sort of inspiration images that I've got, and just compile them into a book. So that's what I think I'm going to do in the rest of this. So it's got quite a few pages left. So yeah, that's like my collage book of random pictures. Hey! Okay. So now these are the 2 notebooks that I use. I'm going to start bullet journaling, but I'm waiting for the stuff to arrive. I'm getting it as a birthday present from my mom. So yeah, that's what I asked for, like a bunch of bullet journaling supplies. But while I wait for that, this book is my like notebook, like things I write down ideas in, or like to-dos. I only just started it because I've just been using scrap paper for the longest time. But yeah, that will still be, when I get my bullet journal, this will be like where I put the messy ideas to then transfer into the bullet journal in a more organized and like easy to follow way. So yeah, there's this, yeah, I got it from Officeworks. I can't remember the brand, but it's got this really nice like removable cover and this button here. Yeah, sorry, I can't remember what the brand's actually called, but I bought it from Officeworks. This is my hooping journal. Hey, what you doing? Hey, come here. Come here, just don't be naughty. Okay? Yeah, this is my hooping journal. So I literally just write down like any new tricks that I've learned or anything I want to practice and not forget. Because sometimes it's really hard to keep track of, like learning new tricks but not knowing what they're called, and like learning tricks and feel like you forget the ones that you haven't done in a while. So hey, so just having a place to like keep it all is kind of useful, and it's not pretty at all. Like it's just, yeah, really ugly little lists. But after practices, I'll just like put the date and put like any new tricks I've learned or things that I want to remember. And this is a paper blank notebook, and in the style Azure, and I got it from Dimmicks, which is where I think they sell these. I haven't seen them anywhere else, but they've got like a big stand in there, and all of these are so beautiful. Like this brand is really nice, as you can see. It's got these little like clasp things on it. Yeah, super pretty. So those are notebooks. Now back to like sketchbooks. Which one should I do? Alright, do this one. So this is a notebook slash sketchbook thing with like handmade looking paper in it, which is super beautiful. Hey, okay, no. Stop. Yeah, with like this handmade looking paper. I got this as a present from my auntie quite a while ago now, and I think the brand's Nero. It's got this really nice like textile cover on it. It's really pretty, and this little like leather wrap that keeps it all together. But I haven't done anything in it yet. That's going to be like the cover page. I'm going to paint something on there. Yeah, I've stuck some of the pages together to make them kind of like thicker, so hopefully they hold up to like art media a bit better than like, because they're a little bit thinner. Yeah, and I just basically did this the other day, like a really loose little charcoal drawing of a cat. And this page I'm gonna just like test out a bunch of different art supplies and see what works and what doesn't. So that's all I've done in this one. My plans for this, I don't know, I'm not sure. I want to like experiment in it, so I don't know yet, but we will see. It's kind of fun to think of what's going to go in here. So there's that one. And what else? Okay. So this is a moleskin notebook that I've had probably since like 2012. So yeah. It's pretty crazy. I've done so many things in this, but I've ripped them out. I haven't liked them. I feel like this sketchbook is cursed in a way because just like it just refuses to be finished. But I'm going to. Like I've made up my mind, I'm gonna finish it. A bunch of this stuff, like this is from 2015, these drawings. As you can see, it's like falling apart even, but I don't care. I still want to finish it because I want to keep the drawings that are in it, but I don't want to keep it, like it'll frustrate me if I know that it's basically empty apart from a few drawings. So these, this is all from like 2016. And this I actually did last night because I decided that like I need to do stuff in this sketchbook. So I did this illustration last night and I actually really love it. So I'm thinking I might do more like black ink illustrations in this. Oh yeah, and I did a couple little sketches last night before I went to sleep that I'm gonna do stuff with. Yeah, this paper is really nice. I really like the moleskin sketchbook, so I want to use it. And what have we got in the middle here? This was like, I did these drawings back in like 2012. I ripped them out of this book to stick them up on the wall, and then I stuck them back in here because I don't know, just don't ask me. So, and then I did these hands back then too, and yeah, I've got to draw more hands. I quite like how this one came out especially. I don't often do such detailed like cross hatching, but I like that. So yeah, I am going to fill this one up because the paper is really nice. Okay, next we've got this, which is a Strathmore toned grey sketchbook. It's just the grey drawing paper. And yeah, I got this year, so it's a newer one. And I basically started off sort of experimenting in it. This is like Posca and pencil and ballpoint pen, Posca stuff. Yeah, a bunch of different media, pencil. So this was kind of like my main sketchbook for like a couple of weeks, but I've got another one now. So this is kind of turned into, as you can see over these most recent pages, more of like a rough ideas and stuff sketchbook, but I want to go back to like doing more finished and more like just colorful pieces in here because like, see, I did this swatch page in pencils in the back, and as you can see, like the pencils just look so good on this paper, like they really pop. So I want to make use of that in this sketchbook, and I've got a lot of pages left to go, but it's still relatively new, so I can fill this one up. Alright, okay, we'll do this one. So this is another sketchbook like that moleskin one that I've had for so long, like probably the same amount of time as I've had the other one. So this one's a watercolor sketchbook, but I've ripped stuff out of it so much that you can see that like it's thinner than it used to be, like doesn't have as many pages in it. But yeah, all the old stuff's been ripped out. And this stuff, like I did this at the end of last year. When did I start actually? Oh no, I've got this here. Oh no, I started it January this year. Okay, interesting. Hey! This is, I don't have a door in my studio, so this is just what happens to me all day, every day. The paper's starting to fall out of this, so there's that, but I'm still going to use it anyway. Hey, buddy. And this page was with these. Let me show you. I really like these actually. They're not light fast, so you can't really use them in finished pieces as much, but they're these Ecoline brush pens. Yeah, and they're really cool because you can obviously draw in them like with their brush pen tip, but then you can use water to get like watercolor and ink effects. I really like them. I've got to use them more. And yeah, more like this is, oh, I got these, sorry, I'm just excited about this stuff. I got these Albrecht Dürer Faber-Castell watercolor pencils. So I was using them and Poscas and a bunch of stuff on this page. And yeah, I just really like experimenting with different art supplies. So I've got a reasonable amount of pages left, but I think it's doable. I can finish this. Second last, we've got this little guy. It's one of the Lecterm 1917 notebooks, or sketchbook. Is it a sketchbook? No, I think it's a notebook because the paper's pretty thin. But this I started at the start of this year, and basically it's just a bunch of, I don't know, it's just a bunch of random stuff. I haven't used this enough, but I kind of use it when I want to experiment and play around. That's an old sticker that I made actually a couple of years ago. Yeah, it's gonna kind of be like an art journal slash, I don't know, art journal, sketchbook, just somewhere that I can do things a little bit differently. So I did this the other day with the leftover paint from my palette, because I was doing like a more time-consuming piece in another sketchbook, but I didn't want to waste the paint on my palette and just like wash it off and get rid of it. So I did this afterwards. Yeah, so I've got loads more pages to go. They're really thin, so for example, like on this, I stuck 2 pages together so it would actually have a little bit more like stability for gouache and water. Yeah, so I'll probably end up doing that to a couple more pages, but yeah, it's really cute. It's a nice size. I need to take it with me like in my bag out more often. Now, lastly is the newest member of the family, and the one that looks the most like satisfyingly like fat and chunky and full, but it's not. So let me kind of explain what's going on here. This is another Lecterm notebook. I got this from Dimmix, and I really like the color. Like I love the green with like the pink, and it's got 2 little page marker ribbons and it's like bright pink paper on the inside, which I love. It's so pretty. So this has really thin notebook paper in it too, so it's not ideal for a sketchbook unless you're just going to be like using pencil, but I wanted to use this more as like an art journal. So what I've done is I've like stuck in paper on top of the paper that's in here. So I've stuck in watercolor paper and like thin sort of canvas paper, and then I am working on top of that. So that's why it's like looks so chunky. But the only thing is I'm kind of freaking out because I am only a very slight way through this sketchbook, and it's already looking like it's going to break at some point. So I might not be able to stick in paper on like every page. I might have to leave pages out, but yeah, I'm excited. I want this to look as like chunky as possible, but I don't want it to break. So I'm going to have to like see how I can manage that. But yeah. So I got this a couple weeks ago, and this is what I've done in it so far. yeah, so I've got a couple more pages stuck in advance. And then I left some out, so left some with like thin paper, and then I started sticking more pages over the top again. So I'm trying to see how I can manage this. Yeah, these notebooks in the back I forgot to show you, they've got like a little pocket, which is really cute, which obviously I don't use, I just stick stuff in the back anyway, but it's nice to have. And yeah, this is my, like, I don't know if I'd even call it a sketchbook, because I'm not like sketching ideas or anything in here. Like, as you can see, I'm doing like finished spreads. So that's the goal for this. So I'll be using my other sketchbooks to do like the planning in it, or like the rough like developing of ideas and sketching that I'll then use in this, if that makes any sense at all. But yeah, this, I kind of want this to be like an art piece in itself at the end. So yeah, and that's it. These are all the books I'm using at the moment. I really want to be able to finish them, at least, you know, like the sketchbooks, maybe not the collage one and like my notebooks, in I'd say the next, realistically, I'd say 6 to 8 months, because I really want to go and buy new ones. I'm sick of having things like half full, and I've had these for so long, like most of them anyway, that I really want to finish them. So yeah, I'm going to be working on that a lot. I hope you liked this video. I hope it wasn't too long and boring. Yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.